All right. I guess moving on to your journey from Pakistan to Canada, do you mind just walking us through like how that process was? Was it challenging, or what are the obstacles you faced maybe through that journey?
Sure. And this is definitely one of those topics which I usually talk a lot about when I'm kind of coaching new Pakistanis coming in.
Yeah.
I was one of those very, very few fortunate Pakistanis who actually had a job before he landed in Canada. And fortunately for me, and trust me, it has nothing to do with my capabilities. It's purely because of the prayers of my wife and my mother. I was actually in Dubai and we had our PR ship during that time, and let's start applying to Canadian market within my own industry, which is telecom, and see what kind of response I get. And to be honest with you, it was not that I was in a hurry to leave Dubai. It was just that I wanted to see what the market is like. And I believe I applied only for a couple of companies. I think TELUS, Rogers, and there was one other company which was the largest value added service provider in the world. It's called Commerce, or it was called Commerce at that time. I applied for that company and they started calling me for interviews. And it was a chain of interviews with, I told them I was in Dubai. It's going to take me 3 months to come to Canada if I am interested, pay negotiations, etc., etc. To be honest with you, for a very long time, it felt like it was all a joke,
Oh,
which my
wow.
friends are playing with me because anything I would say, they would say, yeah, sure, 4 weeks of vacation, no problem
Oh,
at all. You'll get this and you'll get that, but things worked out so well and they did give me an offer letter which was very lucrative at that time. And when I discussed it with my family and my friends there, everyone kept on saying the same thing. People, when they move to or migrate from Pakistan to Canada, the biggest challenge which they face is that it takes usually 6 to 8 months for them to find the right job.
yeah.
And if I was fortunate enough, again, due to the prayers of my family, if I'm getting an opportunity right on day one, I should jump on it. And that's why at that moment I decided that we're going to go do our Umrah before leaving UAE. And then I went to Pakistan for a month to spend some time with my mother. And then we moved to Canada back in July 2013, which is exactly 10 years from now. And it's been exactly 10 wonderful years since I came over here. And fortunately, again, coming back to the same point, fortunately for me, before I landed, my laptop was in the place where I was supposed to land. I never had to go through that tough time, which
Yeah.
typical people had to do. But my guidance to others on that subject is when you're coming into a new country, not only try to understand if you have the right skills, but also try to look for the right opportunity as well. And you may be able to find that right opportunity with the right mindset and the right time as well. If you're right candidate at the right time, hopefully things will work out for you.
Yeah, I think so. That's extremely proactive. Just actually applying to the jobs before even landing to Canada. Did you just apply online, or was it? No, did
Yeah,
you? Oh,
yeah.
wow,
LinkedIn, man. LinkedIn.
that's really amazing. I've never really heard of that. It's really interesting. So yeah, it's definitely good to make sure some people do that. Actually, like look in Canada before they land